Welcome. My name is Mark Kinney. I'm the Vice President of Academics and Student Services. And here at the podium with me is our Dean of Student Services, Chris Berry. So there is a long tradition of recognizing student achievement and accomplishments at West Shore Community College, and we are so excited to be here with you. And we'd like to make an especial welcome to all of our viewers who are watching us online.
Tonight, the faculty, staff, and administration at West Shore Community College have rolled out the red carpet to commemorate student excellence inside and outside of the classroom. Students, we're here to celebrate you. And it's not just an opportunity for you to wear something besides leggings and athletic shorts. You are why we exist, and we are eager to acknowledge your resilience, persistence, and awesomeness. Congratulations to every one of you here tonight, both in person and watching online. I want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to the West Shore Board of Trustees, President Scott Ward, who's cooler than a polar bear's toenails, our entire production staff, our members both in person and online. Your support for our award recipients is more appreciated than a mute button in a Zoom meeting. Hold on to your hats, because tonight, we're not just handing out awards, we're dishing them out like hot takes on Twitter or X. Tonight, we're going to be honoring student clubs, honors graduates, departmental award winners, and ending with our grand finale, Outstanding Graduate Awards. Award recipients, when your award is announced, please enter on stage right. That's my right. Over here. Don't worry, it's pretty easy. It's actually easier to do this than to get Dairy Queen on opening day. First up are the Student Award or Organizations and Activities Program Awards, fondly known as the SOAPs, because nothing cleans up better than our students. Announcing the SOAPs is Dr. Matt Sanderson, Professor of Philosophy and Ethics. Give him a warm welcome.
Good evening. At West Shore, the Student Organizations and Activities programs include registered student organizations, or RSOs, as well as events for the entire student body. The SOAP Awards recognize excellence in student life. Some of the SOAP Awards recognize accomplishment in RSO activities and projects, while others acknowledge outstanding performance in student leadership. I advise West Shore's Student Senate, which oversees SOAP. We are delighted and honored to present the SOAP Awards this evening. And when I call your student club up here, all members of the club can come to the stage if you would like. This student organization has done something remarkable this year. They have single-handedly revived West Shore's literary magazine called Dark Matter. Dark Matter showcases students' poems, short stories, and visual art, and thus serves as an important vehicle for enabling students to express themselves and share their artistic and literary creations with the student body and campus community. The magazine was published regularly prior to the pandemic, but has been on a hiatus since that time. This club decided they want to bring it back, and they've poured their hearts and souls into making it happen. Meeting twice weekly for hours at a time, they have done everything necessary to make Dark Matter a reality again, including putting out a call for submissions, reviewing submissions, selecting the pieces for the magazine, editing the work, designing and laying out the issue, and so much more. Hours and hours of hard work, and they've made it look easy. And they've done it largely all on their own. As their advisor can attest, they've barely needed any supervision or guidance. They're receiving the Legacy Project Award because their work on Dark Matter is leaving a lasting positive impact on the campus and on student life at the college. This is especially the case since they have even laid plans to publish Dark Matter on an annual basis moving forward. The winner of this year's Best RSO Legacy Project is the Creative Writing Club. Congratulations to them. Through regular weekly meetings, this student organization has fostered a strong community of fellowship and support for students on their spiritual journeys. They plan events, often with pizza, for the entire campus community and welcome all students with open arms. They provide learning opportunities that address the religious and spiritual needs of students. They offer a supportive environment for students who are already religious to find fellowship and community among their peers, but they also welcome all students and anyone interested in deepening their religious sensibilities. They provide professional development opportunities for their members and ways to connect with other like-minded college students across the country. They've built a sense of community and belonging for religious students and anyone interested in pursuing spiritual learning and goals. Their student leaders are friendly and open-minded, and they do a great job promoting the club to the student body. They've contributed an important spiritual dimension to student life at the college. They're receiving the Community Award because they have provided religious students with a sense of belonging and fellowship at West Shore. The winner of this year's RSO Community Award is InterVarsity. While this student organization hasn't even existed a full year yet, they have already become an integral and indispensable part of the college's outreach to the community. They have taken full ownership of the college's new video broadcasting studio, learning every aspect of how all the fancy technology works. They have recruited more than 20 members who fully staff the broadcasting studio. They have broadcasted and recorded multiple college events, including performing arts events, humankind events, and other college activities and ceremonies, including this one here tonight. They bring the college's events to everyone in our community who is watching from home, as well as people from all over the world who view live streamed and recorded events on the college's social media accounts. They also help film college marketing and engagement videos that you might have seen on the college's website or Facebook page. They've even filmed interviews with artists and musicians from the Performing Arts series. They exhibit great professionalism and artistic talent in everything they do. The broadcast studio simply could not operate without their efforts, talent, and vision. They're currently working on producing their very own talk show, and we can't wait to see their hard work come to fruition. The winner of this year's Best New RSO is the Broadcast Media Club. The Leadership Legacy Award goes to a student who's demonstrated excellence in leadership as an officer for a student organization and made a lasting impact on student life at the college. As president of Student Senate this year, this student has been an exemplary leader whose accomplishments will benefit student activities at the college for many years to come. He's balanced the budget, including developing a sustainable plan for funding the Senate's popular weekly free food events. He's built an important relationship with the college's business office and chief financial officer. He's strengthened the Senate's relationship with the college administration, including President Ward. He's an outstanding spokesperson for the Student Senate and fearless advocate for the student body. He's greatly improved the ability of Senate members to communicate with each other and discuss issues virtually. He's developed ways for the Senate to receive input from and communicate with the student body. He's recruited the largest Senate in West Shore's history. He's overseen the creation of a record number of registered student organizations. He's put together an outstanding election and related events for next year's Senate president. And he's done it all with a wild, irreverent sense of humor that has made Senate's work fun for everyone involved. The winner of this year's Leadership Legacy Award is Nathan Biggs. This student organization provides a nurturing environment where members can openly share their creative projects with peers and receive valuable support and encouragement. The club showcases their creativity through a range of activities, including crocheting and knitting and other craft-making endeavors. They participate in the college's Night Against Procrastination events and even organize their own campus events, such as when they crocheted pink ribbons together to raise awareness for breast cancer. They offer a space where students can creatively express themselves in order to ease the stress of college life. This club provides opportunities for students to tap into their creative selves as a way to relax and experience fellowship with other crafters before and after class. The club offers a unique mix of socializing and hands-on activities where students can hang out with each other while making cool stuff. They welcome all students to make crafts with them, and they will even take the time to teach you if you are a new crafter. They express creativity both in the pieces they create and in the creative, unique events that they plan. The winner of this year's most creative RSO is the Crafty Club. Student Senate oversees West Shore's student organizations. The job of the Senate's RSO liaison is to work closely with the student organizations to help them get registered, assist them in applying for funding, communicate important information to them, answer any questions they might have, and overall mentor them to be the best they can be. This student has done a remarkable job as this year's RSO liaison. Under his leadership, a record number of student organizations have been registered this year. He's helped numerous students turn their dreams of starting a club into a reality. He's played an important role in organizing 2 successful student club fairs. He communicates Senate decisions to clubs in a timely manner. Furthermore, his messages to clubs are always positive, supportive, and encouraging, in addition to being highly informative. He tells clubs about important upcoming dates and events. He encourages clubs to apply for funding, and as a result, a record number of them have sought money this year. He's paid close attention to club activities in order to inform Senate Weekly about the happenings of club life. He's mentored club leaders and taught clubs how to better market themselves to the student body. He even keeps the RSO webpage on the college's website up to date. The winner of this year's Outstanding Senate RSO Liaison Award is Bryce Billings. The Student Senate Constitution spells out all the rules by which the Senate is supposed to operate. It's an essential document that the Senate consults multiple times during each weekly meeting. The job of the Senate parliamentarian is to know the Senate Constitution and provide guidance on how to follow it. This student knows the Constitution backwards and forwards and even seems to have memorized most of it. He knows exactly where to look in the document when a question arises about its policies. He summarizes the Constitution to the rest of the Senate in a way that everyone can understand. When a Senate member has a question about the Constitution, you can always count on him to provide a clear ruling on how it should be interpreted. He's also proposed multiple important amendments to the Constitution, which have passed with unanimous support from the Senate. The Senate Constitution is a much better document because of his careful attention to its policies and procedures and how they all fit together. He didn't even begin the year as the official parliamentarian. Instead, he started informally playing the role, and he was so good at it that the Senate made it official. The winner of this year's Outstanding Senate Parliamentarian is Joseph Shores. The Westy the Fox Award is given to a student organization that has made an important and lasting impact on student life at West Shore. This student organization provides a safe and welcoming space for LGBTQ+ students and their allies to gather in conversation and community. Their weekly meetings provide an important place where LGBTQ+ students feel comfortable to fully be themselves. They promote diversity and inclusion on our campus and offer an essential opportunity for belonging to our student body. They sometimes feature guest speakers who facilitate thoughtful conversations on topics of importance to LGBTQ+ students and their allies. Every meeting offers opportunities to learn more about the LGBTQ+ community and their successes and challenges. They foster a kind, inclusive, and accepting environment where students feel empowered to express their authentic selves. Students in this club have grown as advocates and human beings. The club affirms them and boosts their self-confidence and belief in themselves. The activities of the club have greatly benefited its students' sense of wellness and togetherness. The college is a more welcoming place, and student life is more diverse and vibrant because of this student organization's efforts. Indeed, the climate is better at the college for all students because of this club's work. The winner of this year's Westy the Fox Award is Haven.
So next we will recognize students who will be graduating with academic distinction. Those graduating with honors have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.74, and those graduating with high honors have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 4.0. Honorees, when I read your name, please come to the stage and remain up here for a group photo. We're going to begin with the students graduating with honors. Elizabeth Ann Sweeney, Charles Austin, Jacob Austin, Joshua Berg, Nathan Biggs. Nathan, I know you're here. We just saw you. Come on up. Raymond Bordage, Brendan Brady, Evan Dalkey, Elizabeth Dufresne, Destiny Delaney, Dylan Eaton, Jamie Ferguson, Catherine Haynes, Anna Herberger, Ariana Hernandez, Jacob Holcomb, Shannon Huizenga, Nicholas Kolanowski, Moira O'Brien, Mallory Ryder, Christina Seymour, Scott Sturgill, Calvin Sumrall, Josiah Walker, Hunter White. And let's give a warm round of applause to students for the honors. Thank you. Okay, we'll now announce the students graduating with high honors. Alexis Alfeld, Morgan Alfeld, Bryce Billings, William Bradford, Andrea Carnes, Tucker Chartier, Samuel Corey, Peter Iliopoulos, Alicia Escoto, Mary Gregorski, Chase Grow, Joanne Hambright, Rachel Huggard, Jessa Key, Drew Klassen, Dylan Lasco, Zoe Nader, Isabel Omnis, Alan Patterson, Riley Premier, Anahi Ramirez, Ashley Ramirez, Aaron Riley, Anna Reister, Julie Richards, Madison Richards, Andres Santillan, Alexis Settler, Diane Shepard, Tanner Solberg, Bronwyn Stevens, Samantha Stilson, Alexandra Swanger, Travis Talsma, Genesee Townsend, Elizabeth Vega, Bobby Ann Walliger, and Bethany Wilson. Hold right here, okay? Thank you. Congratulations. Great job. So, honorees, you may pick up your certificates in student services following the ceremony. For over 25 years, the faculty has selected students to commemorate noteworthy accomplishments and leadership in a field of study. The outstanding students being honored tonight have demonstrated significant achievement in an academic discipline. Please join me in welcoming Katie Stewart, Professor of Business, to the podium to present the first award, the Outstanding Student in Business.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to be here with everyone tonight to honor the Outstanding Student in Business. This year's recipient is a shining example of dedication, positivity, and compassion. In addition to her remarkable academic performance, she has demonstrated a genuine commitment to serving others and making a difference. Her involvement in extracurricular activities like the Fishing Club and the Crafty Club not only showcases her well-rounded nature, but also her ability to collaborate, lead, and inspire her peers. Furthermore, Her compassion shines through her involvement in raising funds and awareness for breast cancer. By dedicating her time and energy to such a great cause, she has touched the lives of many and made a tangible impact on our community. Beyond her extracurricular activities, this outstanding student has consistently demonstrated exceptional core abilities essential for success in the business world. She communicates effectively, thinks critically, and conducts herself with the utmost professionalism in all endeavors. I had the privilege of working closely with her as she served as my student worker, assisting with a curriculum audit. I'm sure it was her favorite. Her attention to detail, analytical ability, and strong work ethic were truly commendable. She approached every task with a desire to excel, contributing significantly to the success of the project. In recognition of her outstanding achievements, her remarkable character, and her unwavering commitment to excellence, the winner of the Outstanding Student in Business Award is Bronwyn Stevens. Our next award is the Outstanding Student in Communication, presented by Paula Rollem, Associate Professor of English.
It is with great pleasure that our division team selected Andrew McGaffigan to be the recipient of the Outstanding Student Award in Communications this year. Andrew is known for his positivity and commitment. He demonstrated these qualities to me in one of our first interactions during the College Edge program last summer, a program that supported select students in building skills to pursue college, and a program from which Andrew took full advantage. During our English classes, for example, he created a welcoming atmosphere for the group and frequently volunteered to read aloud and bring life to various roles in the creative pieces we studied. Pursuing a career in the voice acting industry, Andrew is not hesitant to share his contagious high energy and determination to pursue college. In the Communications Division, we have all had the privilege of witnessing Andrew's remarkable engagement in class. He questions the reasons behind conventions and follows them in college, but would be willing to create his own if he could. This is clear in his authentic engagement in writing, pushing the boundaries of assignments and his own creativity. He truly embraces risk-taking, and a few of his remarkable accomplishments at the college include his authorship of a creative fiction piece in the latest edition of the college's literary magazine, Dark Matter, his commitment to taking a role in Charlotte's Web, presented by the college last fall, and his dedication to maintaining a 3.94 GPA. As the saying goes, we can go far by walking alone, but we can go further by walking together. We are grateful to have accompanied your journey thus far, Andrew, and we are here to support you as you continue to thrive. The winner of the Outstanding Student in Communications Award is Andrew McGaffigan. Our next award is the Dark Matter Creative Writing Award, presented by Sean Haney, Professor of English.
This is a tremendously exciting moment for me. The last time my department gave a creative writing award was in 2012. For the past 12 years, we haven't been able to produce a physical arts magazine, so we haven't been able to confer an award recognizing the significant achievement of a creative writer on our campus. That all changes right now. Back in the fall, we recognized that there was a stirring groundswell of creative writers on campus and had a meeting to try to revive a creative writing club. I asked if there were any volunteers to provide some leadership. Amelia not only volunteered, they came immediately forward and led the rest of that meeting. Amelia has continued to be one of the passionate leaders of the new force of creative writing on campus, and recently has been the determined and brilliant managing editor of our new Dark Matter Arts magazine. That magazine is full of beautiful and powerful expressions. Make sure you get one before you leave today. But the highlight piece is a poem by Amelia titled To Caleb that uses delicate music and innovative vocal expressions to explore the work of memory and consciousness. We want to recognize Amelia for the singular beauty of her poem, for her selfless leadership of the club, for her vision as editor of the magazine, as an outstanding student, because Amelia has also been distinguished in their coursework across the college, but particularly in our communications courses. Right now, Amelia has the challenging task of producing upper-level writing products in 2 of my courses at the same time. And the nature of those products will show you her level of accomplishment. Amelia has one fine draft considering the phenomena of science fiction neologisms and lexical change and other articulating the problems of censorship for members of the LGBT community. She's writing them both at the same time. Both products have been developed with the precision and care that is the hallmark of Amelia's excellent work here at West Shore Community College. For their exquisite academic and creative work and strength of vision as a leader of our college community, the winner of the Dark Matter Creative Writing Award is Amelia Rowan Teinstra. You're not done with me yet. I'm also recognizing the recipient of the Outstanding Student in Education. It's a tremendous joy for me to work with future educators. They are heroic students determined to enter a vital profession that, fairly or not, is being tasked with taking on the welfare and safety of America's children, as well as their growth and learning. Lisa Morley, our professor of early childhood education, and I had the exemplary group of human beings to consider in choosing this award, and they're all deserving. But Kelly stands out. Kelly has come back to higher education after starting a family and working professionally in several capacities, and she's maintained exemplary coursework during her return, earning 14 A's all across the curriculum despite working full-time and raising her family. Kelly recently accepted an emergency position as a full-time 4th grade teacher, so this academic year has had to work particularly hard, fitting in coursework in the evenings and online wherever she could. I admire her so much because throughout all this, she's been a real leader in the classroom. She was a spark plug of a grant project with my reading methods class last year, helping us earn $1,000 worth of new library books for Shelby Middle School Library. And that kind of leadership has shown brightly throughout her coursework. She is the least afraid student I've ever had to ask probing, clarifying questions, determined to learn, and thereby helping her fellow classmates to learn. Right now in my linguistics class, she's working on a project to develop semantic mapping skills in 4th grade language arts. She's deliberately chosen a challenging project of this sort because she knows it'll benefit her students in Calava. This is the kind of selfless, dedicated, hardworking educator we so badly need to recognize and admire. I usually end this speech by welcoming the recipient to the profession and saying they'll make an outstanding educator someday. But in this case, Kelly already is an outstanding teacher, and I'm proud to be able to call her my colleague. The winner of the Outstanding Student in Education is Kelly Morrison. Our next award is Outstanding Student in Mathematics, presented by Dr. Adam Marino, Associate Professor of Mathematics.
Good evening. When you think of a math whiz, a stereotype comes to mind. And I don't really have to say anymore, you're already thinking it, right? Some nerdy bookworm constantly buzzing about fun theorems and the mysticism of the number pi. This is most definitely not tonight's award recipient. Me, on the other hand, I am that nerd. And there have been countless times in class when I've gone on one of my riveting math stories only to be met with this student's, cool. But while this student may not geek out about math in the usual way, her grades speak for themselves. She is indeed a secret math nerd. I met this student last fall when she was a junior enrolled in my Calculus 1 class. Since then, she's been a quiet juggernaut in each of my 4 classes that she's taken. She consistently achieves the highest grade on each assignment and makes it look effortless. But appearances are misleading, and I'm well aware of just how hard she works. Her success is not limited to my classroom or even academics. Not only does she maintain a spotless 4.0 GPA, but she is also the president of Rotary Interact and a member of the robotics team at Ludington High School. She's also a fearsome volleyball player who I've had the misfortune of competing against in our staff versus students game earlier this year. Next year, she'll either be studying aerospace engineering or electrical engineering at the University of Michigan. I couldn't be more proud of this student and everything she's accomplished. Her future is bright, and I'm happy to have witnessed her present. Please join me in welcoming the Outstanding Student in Mathematics Award recipient, Ashley McPike. Our next award is the Outstanding Student in Music. Professor Malt, would you please come to the podium to present this award?
Good evening. I had the pleasure of meeting the recipient of this year's award 3 years ago. When we all heard about the passing of Tom Thomas, Mason County Central's director of bands, it was difficult. Difficult for the Thomas family and difficult for his band students. I remember getting a call from Jeff Tuca, Mason County Central's principal. Jeff asked me if I would be willing to keep rehearsals going for the MCC's jazz band and get them through their concert. I accepted. The first night of rehearsal, I met our award recipient, who has a profound love for music. I remember the atmosphere of the room that first night. These kids were hurting. They lost their band director, and even though they were grieving, they had a very positive energy. They took constructive criticism well and were very appreciative of the help. After hearing him play bass for the first couple of rehearsals, I thought, this kid has some serious chops and potential. And indeed he did. We kept in touch, and I saw him periodically, including watching him play for a rival high school band. This is the kind of person he is. That same year, I asked him to come play with our new Jazz Band 2. This semester, our recipient played his 4th concert with our jazz program, including performing with our auditioned Jazz Band 1. On top of playing in both jazz bands, he's a member of the Wind Symphony, where he plays alto sax. He's a scholarship recipient. He's an intern and an ASM Tech student. I'm truly looking forward to working more with our recipient in the future. Can you help me and congratulate the winner of the Outstanding Music Award is Asher Johnson. Our next award is the Outstanding Student in Philosophy. I'd like to welcome back Dr. Matt Sanderson. Would you please return to the podium to present this award?
Sorry, I'm back. The philosopher Aristotle said that the mark of a philosophical mind is the ability to entertain a thought without approving or rejecting it, to look at an idea or theory in the most objective way possible in order to see both its virtues and flaws. This student truly possesses such a philosophical mind. In the 3 philosophy courses she's taken with me, she's earned a perfect score on nearly all assignments. Her writing is detailed and crystal clear, and her work is always thoughtful and reflective. She always thoroughly examines both what she thinks, or always thoroughly explains both what she thinks and why she thinks it. She expresses her views with great passion, and yet she also puts just as much effort into challenging what she thinks and questioning her assumptions. She remains open-minded even when she holds strong convictions on an issue. She's able to home in on problems and disadvantages with her opinions with laser-like focus and intensity. She excels at critical thinking, and no one is better at formulating possible counter-arguments to her views and responding appropriately to them. She demonstrates that philosophy is truly an activity of engaging with and learning from diverse perspectives. She possesses a deep sense of wonder and awe in the face of life's biggest questions. She handles complex and ambiguous issues with subtlety and nuance and finds creative solutions to the most intractable problems. She perfectly balances abstract thinking with attention to the concrete and practical dimensions of human life. She understands that answers to difficult questions often lead to even more questions, and that life perhaps consists mostly of shades of gray rather than black and white. She's comfortable and confident navigating ambiguity and uncertainty without despairing or feeling overwhelmed. She models how to practice philosophy rather than just hold a philosophy. The winner of this year's Outstanding Student in Philosophy Award is Emily McGaffigan. Emily couldn't be with us here tonight, but I'll make sure she gets this award. Please give her another round of applause. Oh, is she here?
Andrew, do you want to come get it?
Andrew's going to accept it. Yay. All right, our next Outstanding Student Award is for Science, presented by Dr. Sonia Siewert, Professor of Chemistry and Geology, Chair of Science Department.
When the science faculty meets to identify our outstanding student in science, we are looking for a well-rounded and academically successful science student, an all-around student, who understands the importance of the science disciplines to their future career path. This year's award winner is a graduate of Mason County Eastern High School, however, a non-traditional age West Shore student, as are many of us, and he has decided to apply for a professional university program. You might recognize Josh from a busy new store in Scottville. He earned the top score on the last Organic Chemistry 2 exam by only 0.25 percentage points, but you did it. These students tend to be quite competitive in this course, as all are planning on applying for professional programs needing science success. He has taken General Chemistry 1 and 2, Organic Chemistry 1 and 2, Microbiology, Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 with Dr. McLaren, General Biology from Dr. Belinsky, and General Physics 1 and 2 from Professor Grahusky. Josh has fine experimental skills in the lab and writes very professional lab reports that have improved over time. Josh and his partner have fostered several animals, and his love of animals has driven him towards the goal of becoming a veterinarian. Along with a busy work and academic life, he has been shadowing local veterinarians to gain hands-on experience. Josh will be applying to vet schools this coming year. And when I finally get the shelter dog I want to love in a few years, I hope he will be the veterinarian for my rehome doggie. He has many life skills, including problem solving, time management, key with that busy life, critical thinking, and professionalism. Josh, you will succeed in becoming a veterinarian. Congratulations, Josh, on this award. And the winner of the Outstanding Student in Science Award is Josh Berg. Our final Outstanding Student Award is for Social Sciences, presented by Dr. Erwin Salimos, Professor of Sociology.
Now it's my turn to brag. Dear students, family, friends, and colleagues, every year the Social Science Department gathers to select one student who has shown exceptional success and achievement in social science courses at West Shore Community College. These courses include political science, economics, history, psychology, education, sociology, and among other wonderful disciplines. When selecting a reward recipient, we look for a student who has achieved excellent grades in the social science courses and has garnered the respect of their faculty. This year's recipient's cumulative GPA in social science courses was 4.0, having completed 6 social science courses. This student repeatedly produced top quality work across all her social science courses and often exceeded our expectations. Their performance in our course demonstrated a genuine desire to understand and make sense of the complexities of human societies and behaviors. One word that I would use to describe this student is multifaceted. While they are receiving a social science award, this student's interests expand into mathematics, into statistics, and into the natural sciences. For an end-of-the-year project in my sociology course, she wrote a poem about sociology, which artistically expressed the insights gleaned from her semester-long study of human relations. I would like to conclude by simply saying that this year's recipient is a model student, one that we have all been very proud to teach. The Social Science Division would like to wish this student the best of luck in her future, which to my knowledge involves pursuing the formal studies of the actuarial sciences. She's gonna make good money. The winner of the Outstanding Student in Social Science is Isabel Omnis.
The Outstanding Graduate Awards recognize the highest degree of student accomplishment at West Shore in the arts and sciences and occupational programs. To qualify, students must have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher and demonstrate effective communication, critical and creative thinking, and professionalism, also known as West Shore's core abilities. The core abilities are institution-wide learning outcomes designed to prepare students for academic, professional, and personal success. Dean Johnson, will you please come to the podium to announce the Outstanding Graduate in Arts and Sciences?
My pleasure. This year's recipient is an exceptional student, problem solver, communicator, an impressive combination which is going to serve him well later in life. Dr. Adam Moreno, his math professor, called him a voracious learner, tackling problems and challenges as if they were personal challenges. He even told him that he thought his exams were fun. What more could you ask in a student? Physics professor Joe Grahusky called him thoughtful, responsible, and a strong listener who asks insightful questions. If an answer doesn't satisfy him, he'll rephrase his query until he's certain he understands a difficult concept or a problem. Jennifer Lundberg-Anders, his communication professor, shared that he is thoughtful, deliberate, and hardworking. He excelled in all of his assignments in her class, but his in-class presentation on listener fidelity was particularly noteworthy. In fact, she asked him to record this presentation for use as an example for the future students, which he gladly did on his own time without any credit, demonstrating his integrity, work ethic, and commitment to education. Academic excellence coupled with care for his fellow students is what truly distinguishes this year's recipient. Dr. Paul Belinsky, his biology professor, told me that what makes him a really outstanding student is that his effort to learn the content is matched by his kindness and welcoming to his classmates. When I spoke with him, much of our conversation focused on just that, gratitude. He shared his deep appreciation for his professors and for his parents, who have inspired and motivated him his entire life. He wishes, quote, to give the whole world something big that could benefit everyone. Next up, he'll embark on a mission to an unknown destination, continuing to help others, serving his church, learning a new language, and hoping for an adventure. I'd like to thank him for reminding all of us the importance of expressing appreciation for others who enrich our lives. We should all take the time to do that more often. It is my great privilege to announce the winner of the Outstanding Graduate Award in Arts and Sciences, Tanner Solberg. Next up is the award for Outstanding Student in Occupational Programs, which I also get the honor of delivering since Dean Masters is not available to be here tonight, so I'll present that as well. The Occupational Programs Division has the challenging task of selecting just one student for this prestigious award. As an individual initially interested in becoming a firefighter, this year's award recipient quickly noticed the work volume of calls run for EMS while he was working in fire service. Through this interaction, he increasingly became interested in the EMS and paramedic aspects of the profession. As a soon-to-be paramedic graduate, his plan is to continue employment with Blair Township as a paramedic firefighter. He also plans to continue his education and remain a humble servant to his community and to God. The award recipient cannot say enough about both the support received and thanks deserved of his family, friends, co-workers, and most importantly, his wife. As described by his director, Dan Yost, quote, "This young man is a dedicated student who not only pushes himself, but also pushes his instructors in a professional manner to be better versions of themselves." The winner of the Outstanding Graduate in Occupational Programs is Chase Grow.
Thank you all for attending the 2024 West Shore Community College Student Award Ceremony. Tonight has been as electrifying as stocking feet on a shag carpet. Congratulations and best of luck to you all and to the West Shore graduates. Good night, everyone.
Is there a college graduate?
Thanks.